I think that he's faking giving money to people.
Why do people hate Mr. Beast so much?
So a lot of people think that I just came up in a rich household and I'm a trust fund baby. They get called that a lot.
But that's not really true. He didn't have a lot of money when he was younger. Even he grew up in a very poor household. His family didn't have any food to eat some days. They had to sleep hungry many times and then... Okay, let's just stop here and keep this video less dramatic and more real. So I'm gonna tell you the complete real story of Mr. Beast, and I actually found 5 key points from his journey that you definitely don't want to miss, and the last one just blew my mind.
And what do you have now, 90 million subscribers?
Well, we across everything, we're closing in on 200 million subscribers.
When you see someone like Mr. Beast on the web with great videos, it can be very discouraging when you're starting out. He's got this amazing content quality, crisp audio, the structure of his videos is just perfect. Then it's so easy to idolize him, and you know, I would never do that. It's just... So was he so talented when he just started out?
I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know how to pace the video. I didn't know how to do anything. I basically had nothing, knew nothing, had no money, and was just like grabbing things and like, we're just gonna try to make this work. That's my keyboard, it's my mouse, that's my green screen. I'm kind of poor, so that's where I set my camera on.
This brings me to the first important lesson. Be willing to suck, because you will in the beginning and everyone you look up to has. Don't believe me? Do you know Matt D Avella? His first video was a rap video in a grocery store.
We got the veggies to boot, salad to celery root. This is the
You can easily see a little difference in the production quality when compared to his current content.
Be afraid to pee in your food.
Not just Matt, Mr. Beast, Mark Rober, MKBHD, and take any other YouTuber. They were all bad when they started out. Come here, I'm gonna tell you something about me. I am actually very bad at this. I don't wanna suck at something. You know, how do you feel when you do something and it turns out very bad? I hate that feeling. So I was trying to learn to sing for my new music channel, and I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I was singing terribly. So I kind of felt very bad and just quit after a week of practice. But after 3-4 months, when I saw this podcast of Mr. Beast and dived deeply into his early videos, I got to know a really good lesson that you are definitely going to be bad at something when you just start out. But that doesn't mean you should quit. So me and my brother posted our first cover song on the channel. My singing's not top of the notch, but I tried, whatever, and I'm gonna continue with singing. Jimmy also did the same thing.
Yeah, it was that, and then, because this was way before YouTube was even a thing. Like, you know, no one was really a YouTuber. Hardly anyone made money. Now, you know, it's cool if you want to be a YouTuber in high school or middle school. Back then, like, no one gave a fuck. You know what I mean? It's like, you're just worried they would try to play your videos in class or make fun of you or stuff like that for it.
So he had to learn everything on his own, but he continued. But there was a problem. Just in his initial phase, Mr. Beast faced a big obstacle.
I gave the ultimatum going into that fall. Jimmy, you can stay in the house if you go to school. If you don't go to school, you're gonna have to leave.
And I didn't have enough money to move out, but I hated school with a passion. But she forced me to go to community college, and that was the worst thing ever. Like that made me hate life. Like borderline suicidal. I just can't stand like having to just sit there and listen to this dumb stuff.
So when the deck is set against you and you're just facing adversity, it can be really crippling. But you want to let adversity drive you, let it motivate you.
So what I did was I would act like I was going to community college, but I would just work on videos in my car and edit and stuff like that. I had straight zeros. And so now the clock had started because once my mom found out, I was screwed.
Do you think without the ultimatum given to Jimmy by his mom, he would have the drive to make videos sitting in the car and being super obsessed with YouTube? And it's very common to feel discouraged during these times. When you're talking about something that nobody actually cares about, and you don't have any money, you don't have any friends, and you're just alone. Then the fear creeps in. Is this ever gonna work out? What if it doesn't? Or how long would it take? What if this is going nowhere and I'm just wasting my time? That's the best time to stop thinking and just put in the work.
But back then I was so hyper obsessed that I literally just didn't know how to.
But what were you obsessed about? Were you obsessed about other channels, your channel?
Everything from like learning how to editing, the pacing of the videos, like ideas, what's going viral, what's trending, what's hot. Especially back then I had no idea what worked. I mean, I had to like self-teach myself everything.
And you surround yourself with smart people and you just work like hell, to be honest, for 10 years. Like
there's probably a good chance you'll make it. What's up, guys? Before you start skipping around and skip to the end, let me say a couple things. It took me 55 hours to count from 100,000 to 200,000.
Counting to 200,000, watching Everyday Bro for 10 hours straight, reading the entire B-movie script, and even reading the whole dictionary. The clock was ticking for him and he was willing to do anything to succeed at YouTube. And this was the turning point for Mr. Beast.
Woo! It broke! We're gonna be microwaving a microwave.
The moment where I knew he was gonna make it, he had an initial boost in subscribers that went from like 400 to like 750,000. And then we would see them get millions of views. And I was like, oh, this is where he's actually starting to make it. Like it was the beginning of all of this.
And he reached the point where he was earning enough money to move out of his mother's house. So he told his mom that he wasn't going to college, he was just making videos sitting outside the college, and moved out with Chris. Okay, I can understand the beginning, but how did this happen? What made him so successful on YouTube? That's actually pretty easy to understand, and Mr. Beast have talked about it a lot. That's reinvesting again and again. Not just money, reinvesting time, reinvesting energy, and that's what made him bigger.
At what point did you start investing into the videos at a different scale?
Great question. Literally, put on me, the entire time. When I used to make like $1 a day, I saved up for months and I bought a microphone, way worse than this microphone. And then I saved up for like half a year and I bought a computer, basically the entire time. So like for the last like 8 or 9 years, like every dollar I've made, I just spent it the next month on content. And I just did that every single month and it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And
so he got his first sponsorship for $10,000, which he gave away to a homeless person. That video did well. Then he spent his money giving away houses to random people, tipping pizza delivery guys, tipping waiters at the restaurant. This kept going on and he kept growing until
I bought my first designer clothes, like shirts that cost $1,000, which is stupid. And I even bought like a nice car back then as well, because I thought expensive materialistic objects made you cool back then. But then once you have a nice sports car, you realize like, it's cool, but like if you have Crohn's or if you have other issues, they don't just go away because you have a nicer car.
But he soon realized that these things won't make him happy.
And to me, a lot of that stuff was overrated. So I got rid of it all and realized like that's just not what makes me happy.
So if you're grateful now and you truly know what you love and you're not distracted by these shiny objects, you keep putting in the work and you'll keep getting better. Because spoiler alert, these things would never make you happy. And I admire Jimmy for learning this just in his early years of success. Otherwise, these things would have just destroyed his vision and his true nature.
Let's go, we're so close. Oh my gosh, wow, we hit it. Oh, they're gonna throw confetti on me. We hit 100 million subscribers! Let's go!
And all this hard work and dedication helped Mr. Beast reach 100 million subscribers last year. But I just need 1 million for now. He started his burger company called Beast Burger, a snack company called Feastables. His merch did so well, and he also started Beast Philanthropy channel, and he now has 35 YouTube channels. But did that stop him from learning more? No, he still learns and will keep learning.
You know, you can never learn enough. And like, there could be just one simple thing you learn through watching like an educational video that just like changes how you think and like allows you to just make better decisions for the rest of your life.
People like Steve Jobs, Walt Disney, they constantly keep learning new stuff, no matter how successful they are. This brings us to the last lesson, which is actually mind-blowing. Is this something about making YouTube videos or a 2-minute hack to change your life completely? No, it's about staying human and staying down to earth as much as possible. In this world where everyone is trying to put down each other, showing off on social media, Mr. Beast stays real. He generally seems like a normal person. He kind of acts awkwardly or shy sometimes, and he also says that he's not a celebrity, he's just a normal guy who loves making YouTube videos. The fact that he's not overly polished, that's what creates an appeal. And that's what resonated with me so much, and it also drives this channel. I don't want to be someone who says he's over the top or he has achieved everything in his life that he ever wanted, he's super successful, because that's not the fucking truth. I'm just a normal guy trying to learn new things, making mistakes, and I started this channel to tell you guys about my journey of becoming a better human being. Maybe this channel can help you in any way. That's my only goal. In this fast-paced world where everyone is looking for tips, tricks, hacks to succeed in life, Mr. Beast stays persistent. He kept going one video at a time, and it's so obvious that if you do something for a longer period of time, you'll eventually get better in that, and that's something you should sink in. And a very good friend of Mr. Beast, Mark Rober, told me about a great way of dealing with failure, so definitely check out this video.